The arrival of the strange girl. The city was busy that evening, people walking fast, lights blinking, and cars rushing by. Everyone was busy with their own life, but no one noticed the sky changing until a strange shimmer appeared above the tall buildings, a ripple of light moving faster than any plane or drone. People stopped, staring up, pointing fingers, whispering questions. What was it? Where did it come from? And then, in a flash, it landed in the middle of the empty park. A small figure standing there looking calm but very unusual. She was not like humans. Her skin had a faint glow. Her eyes sparkled with colors no one had ever seen, and her hair floated lightly as if underwater. She tilted her head and smiled, a smile that seemed playful and full of secrets. Humans stepped back, unsure, some excited, some afraid, but she didn't move aggressively. She only laughed softly, a sound that was not strange but different, like music from another world. A group of children ran closer, curiosity stronger than fear, but their parents held them back. "Stay away," they warned, but the girl waved at them, her hand glowing faintly. "It's okay," she said, though no human could understand her words completely, yet somehow everyone felt calm. She looked around, studying the city, the lights, the people, as if trying to learn everything in seconds. And then she spoke again, this time in broken human words. "Hello, human. I am funny too." The words were simple but strange, and the humans stared, unsure if she was joking or serious. A young man stepped forward, smiling nervously. "Funny? You? What do you mean?" The girl tilted her head. "You will see, or maybe you will not understand. Human humor is easy. Or is it?" she asked, raising one eyebrow, and people laughed nervously, unsure if it was a joke or a riddle. But laughter spread, small at first, then louder. Some clapped, some whispered, some still looked suspicious. But the city could not ignore her. News cameras arrived. Drones flew closer. Reporters shouted questions, but she ignored them. Instead, she walked lightly across the grass. Small steps, delicate but confident. And as she moved, a group of strange shadows appeared at the edge of the park. Alien watchers, hidden but observing, they murmured in their own language, "She is here. The one we seek." Tension grew. Humans could not see the shadows, but the feeling of being watched made some uneasy. The girl noticed something, tilted her head and laughed. "I see you. Don't hide. You know me." Her words echoed strangely, a mix of warning and amusement. And then she ran forward, faster than any human could follow, landing perfectly on top of a park bench, arms wide. "Look, I am funny! Do you laugh now?" she shouted. And the crowd laughed. Not because the joke was perfect, but because her energy was impossible to ignore. One brave man tried to make a joke back. "Maybe. You are too small to be funny." She laughed harder, spinning. "Small? No, I am very big, in mind, in jokes, in surprises." Her words made people chuckle. Some tried to mimic her gestures. Others just watched in awe. But the laughter was real. A strange unity forming between humans and this tiny alien girl. Meanwhile, at the corners of the park, the alien observers, prepared, their devices glowing, their eyes fixed on her. Do not underestimate human weakness or human humor. Either can surprise you. They whispered to each other, but the girl ignored them, her mind on fun, on jokes, on the reactions she could cause. She spotted a small dog chasing a butterfly, ran toward it, tripping slightly, and then said, "Even humans laugh at small things. See, simple humor is strongest." People around smiled. Some laughed. Some whispered to each other, "She is strange, but funny." Tension slowly, mixed with amusement, and then a sudden wind blew, stronger than natural, papers flying, hats off heads, and the girl looked up, hair floating, eyes shining. The wind likes me, or maybe it is nervous. Like you. Humans shivered, unsure if danger was coming, or if it was part of her joke. A young boy asked, "Why are you here? Are you from space?" She crouched down, eyes meeting his. "Yes, human. And I'm here to show not everything is serious. Sometimes, laughter is power." The words made humans pause. Laughter faded into curiosity, and at that moment, the girl stood on the fountain edge, arms wide, water sparkling around her. "Now, watch carefully. I am not just funny. I am strange. I am new. I am here." Cameras rolled, drones recorded, humans whispered, and the alien watchers exchanged serious glances. This is only the beginning. She is more than a joke. She is a signal. The park was alive with noise, curiosity, laughter, and tension. Humans did not know if they should fear or admire, but one thing was clear. The arrival of the strange girl was the start of something extraordinary. A force that would challenge their minds, hearts, and perhaps the galaxy itself. And as she jumped down, spinning, laughing, humans realized this was not a normal visitor. This was something different, and her adventure on Earth was only beginning. The challenge of humor. The city was buzzing after. The strange girl's arrival, whispers and laughter mixing with the wind, humans could not stop talking about her. "She is strange, but funny," some said, while others were cautious, standing back, watching her every move. But the girl was not waiting for permission. She walked through the park with a small bounce in her step, her eyes sparkling, and everywhere she passed, people felt something change, a lightness in their hearts, a question in their minds. Could this tiny alien really be more than a visitor, more than a joke? And then she stopped, looking at a group of humans, young and old, their faces full of curiosity and doubt. She tilted her head and said, "Human, do you think I am only funny, or maybe I am clever too?" The words were simple, but the meaning was deeper than anyone could guess. One man stepped forward, frowning. "Clever? You? How can we know?" "Maybe you. Trick us." The girl laughed, a sound like bells. "Trick? Perhaps. Or perhaps. I teach." She paused, and her eyes glowed faintly, as if showing the humans a secret. Then suddenly, a strange device fell from the sky, landing near the fountain with a loud crash. People gasped, stepping back, some screaming. The girl jumped forward, landing on the edge of the fountain, staring at the device. "Ah, human panic. So easy to notice. So easy to enjoy," she said with a smile, then tapped the device lightly and it started to move, spinning, lights blinking in a rhythm no human could understand. The crowd held their breath, unsure if it was dangerous. But the girl tilted her head, smiled wider, and said, "Do you see? Even danger can be funny. If you look carefully." She reached out, and the device stopped, folded into itself. Harmless. Humans stared. Some laughed nervously. Some whispered, She just stopped it?" But before anyone could answer, a shadow appeared over the park, darker and heavier than before. Alien agents. Stepping silently, their eyes glowing red, humans froze, fear replacing laughter. The girl looked up at them, tilting her head. "Ah, visitors. I thought it was my turn to play," she said softly, but her voice carried across the park. The agents did not move, observing, calculating, and then one stepped forward, pointing a device at her, scanning. The girl laughed again, and in a blink, she jumped high, spinning in the air, and the scan failed. The agents hissed, trying to adjust, but she moved too fast, graceful, playful, untouchable, and the humans gasped. "How is she doing that?" one asked. "She is impossible." Another whispered. The girl landed lightly near the fountain, arms wide. "Clever? Funny? Powerful?" All together. You must decide. Human, she said, and her eyes shone like stars. The crowd held their breath, realizing her humor was not just for jokes, it was a weapon, a tool, a shield, and even the alien agents seemed confused. She is not ordinary, one hissed, and then she did something humans would never forget. She spoke words that made everyone pause. You fear me because you do not understand, but laugh, if you can, human. A young girl in the crowd laughed first, small and soft, then another and another. Humans began laughing despite fear, the tension breaking. The alien agents frowned, but the laughter spread, unstoppable. The girl smiled. You see, even in fear, humor is power. Suddenly, a loud rumble shook the ground. A hidden alien device nearby activated, a beam of light rising high. People screamed, but the girl ran toward it, leaping onto a broken wall, spinning, laughing. Do you think this scares me? No. Humans laugh at small things, so I laugh at big things. She pressed a button on the device, and it shut down immediately, lights dimming. Humans stared, amazed. Some clapped, some cried softly. The girl bowed slightly. Danger, stopped, by humor. Do you understand now? She asked. The alien agents murmured among themselves. Unsure, one said, she is clever, but not like us. Not like any of us. Tension filled the air, humans and aliens alike, everyone realizing that the strange girl was not just funny. She was powerful, unpredictable, and extraordinary. She moved through the park, small jumps, quick spins, showing gestures humans could not copy, and every move made humans laugh, gasp, and wonder, who is she really? And then she stopped, near a group of children crouching, looking into their eyes. Humor is courage. Human, to laugh when you are afraid. That is strength. Do you feel it? The children nodded, wide-eyed, understanding more than the adults, and suddenly a wind swept through the park again, papers flying, hats off heads, humans shielding themselves. But she stood still, hair floating, eyes glowing. The wind likes jokes too. Or maybe it fears me. She laughed, and humans could not help but laugh too. The alien agents retreated slightly, confused, realizing their plan to retrieve her would not be simple. And as she ran toward the fountain, again, spinning, laughing, the humans whispered to each other. This girl! She is not ordinary. She is something more. Something unforgettable. And in that moment, the city knew that the strange girl's arrival was more than an event. It was a challenge, a puzzle, a lesson, and the humans and aliens alike were about to learn. That humor could be stronger than fear, cleverness could be stronger than weapons, and a small, funny alien girl could change everything. The secret. Behind her laugh. The city was quiet now, but only for a moment. Humans still whispered about the strange girl. Some afraid, some thrilled, some confused, but all curious. She stood in the center of the park, her small figure glowing faintly under the streetlights, and her eyes, always sparkling, seemed to look into the hearts of everyone. Around, the alien agents were back, hidden, watching, trying to understand her. But she was already 3 steps ahead, moving with a rhythm that no human or alien could predict. She crouched suddenly, touching the ground lightly, and the grass around her shimmered. Do you see? She said softly. Even the earth laughs, if you know how. People stared, unsure what she meant, but they felt a strange warmth, a power that made fear fade slightly. Then she stood tall, arms wide, and the wind began to swirl around her, papers and leaves floating. The children nearby laughed nervously. She is like magic, one whispered, and she tilted her head. Magic? No. Human word. I call it surprise, she said, and her eyes gleamed. Humor is surprise. Surprise is power, and power can change everything. Just then, a shadow fell across the park. Larger than before, this time not just the agents, but a bigger alien, taller, with armor shining darkly, moving with silent steps that made the ground feel heavy. Humans froze. Some held hands, some whispered prayers, but the girl did not move back. She tilted her head, observing, her smile calm. Ah, a visitor. Big, serious, not laughing yet, she said softly. But her voice carried far. The alien raised its weapon slowly, scanning her, and humans gasped, expecting a fight, expecting destruction. But she did something unexpected. She jumped high, spinning, laughing, dodging the beam of light from the weapon. "Do you think weapons scare me?" she shouted, her voice echoing strangely. "I laugh, and I survive." The alien paused, confused. Human whispers filled the park. She is fearless. She is untouchable." And then the girl ran closer. Not away. Closer. To the alien, tiny steps but full of confidence. You see, humor is not weak. It is strongest. It can move hearts. Even yours. The alien hesitated, something flickering in its eyes as if the laughter touched a part of it no one knew existed. Then the girl crouched again, touching the ground lightly, the light spreading under her hands, shimmering, forming shapes that looked like tiny, funny creatures dancing around the alien. The humans laughed, nervous at first, then real laughter, and the alien blinked, not expecting this. Its weapon wavered. It looked at the girl, then at the humans, then back at her, and suddenly, the ground shook. Bigger than before, an alien ship appeared in the sky, hovering silently. Humans screamed, pointing, cameras rolled. The girl laughed again, jumping, spinning. "Big ship, big fear, small laughter, see who wins!" she shouted, her words confident, powerful, but full of fun. The alien ship's lights scanned the park, but the girl ran faster than any human could imagine, dodging beams, spinning, laughing, her small figure glowing brighter. Humans gasped, some cheering, some praying, some laughing nervously. And then she stopped suddenly, landing perfectly on top of the fountain, water sparkling around her, eyes shining. You see, fear is strong. Yes, but laughter is stronger, if you dare to use it. The humans stared, amazed. The alien agents whispered among themselves. Impossible. She is more than humor, more than alien, more than human. She is... The girl laughed again, tilting her head. "I am what you did not expect. Small, funny, unstoppable," she said softly. But humans heard it clearly, and the alien ship trembled slightly, its lights flickering, as if confused by her presence. Then the girl ran toward the crowd, holding out her hand. "Come, laugh with me. Do not fear. Humans, do not fear. Alien, do not fear." A young boy stepped forward, holding her hand, and suddenly the laughter spread like wildfire. Humans and alien watchers alike, some afraid, some joining. The energy changing the atmosphere. Tension melting, hope rising, and the girl smiled. You see, unity begins with laughter, and laughter is courage. She paused, looking at the sky where the alien ship hovered. They will try to stop me. They will try to control fear. But humor is beyond control. A sudden flash of light came from the ship, but she did not flee. She stood still, laughing, spinning, glowing brighter. I am not just visitor. I am reminder. Humans, aliens, never forget. Power of joy, power of mind. And, in that moment, humans and alien watchers realized the truth. The girl was not just funny. not just clever. She was a force, a signal, a new power entering their world, one that could change minds, hearts, and maybe the fate of the city, and perhaps the galaxy itself. The alien council arrives. The laughter had barely settled when the sky darkened again, heavier this time, not just clouds, but shadows moving above, shapes larger than any building. Alien ships, countless and silent, blocking the sun. Humans froze, their eyes wide, pointing, some falling to their knees. But the strange girl stood at the fountain, small but fearless, hair and clothes glowing faintly, her eyes scanning the horizon. Ah, the council. They come, she whispered, almost to herself. I wonder, do they laugh, or only fear? The humans murmured. Council? What council? Why are they here? One asked, but the girl only smiled, tilting her head. They are here for control, for order, for fear. But I bring surprise. The ships hovered, beams scanning the park, searching, analyzing. Alien voices echoed through strange devices. Bring her. Alive. She must answer. The crowd trembled, some hiding behind walls, some watching in awe. But the girl did not run. She stepped forward, small jumps between cracked stones. Alive? Do they not understand? I'm more than alive. I am present. I am humor. I am power. The largest ship descended slowly, and from it, 3 beings stepped out, taller than humans, covered in shimmering armor, eyes glowing gold, commanding presence, and their leader stepped forward, voice low but echoing through the park. Strange, your laughter disturbs order. Explain yourself. The girl tilted her head. Explain? Human word. But you ask. She paused, hands on her hips. I do not disturb. I awaken. Do you feel it? Fear? Doubt? Yes, but laughter? It grows inside you. Unstoppable. The alien leader frowned, scanning her. Unstoppable? We control fear. We control chaos. And yet, you? He hesitated, a flicker of uncertainty in his eyes. You are not ordinary. What are you? She laughed softly, spinning in place. I am what you never expected. Small, funny, clever, alive in ways your order cannot reach. And now, you see humans. They understand. They laugh. Do you? The aliens looked at the humans, some still trembling, some staring, and for the first time, doubt appeared in the council's eyes. The girl crouched suddenly, touching the ground, a faint glow spreading under her hands, and the humans felt it. Warmth, courage, a strange energy rising inside them. This is humor. This is courage. Humans understand, she whispered. They feel what fear cannot touch. They see what weapons cannot show. One council member stepped forward, raising a weapon, but before he could act, the girl jumped high, spinning, landing on top of a broken wall. Weapons, weak, laughter, strong. Do you wish to test? She said, voice echoing, arms wide. The humans watching, hearts pounding. The council faltered, unsure how to respond. The girl smiled. Do not underestimate what is small, what is funny, what is alive. Suddenly, a loud beam shot. From one of the ships aiming directly at her, humans screamed. The girl did not flinch. She laughed, spinning, dodging the light with impossible speed. Fear moves fast. Yes, but humor moves faster. She tapped her feet on the ground and the beam bent around her, failing, reflecting back toward the ship. The humans gasped, some cheering, some terrified. The council shouted, "Impossible!" The girl ran toward the fountain, spinning, twisting, the glow under her hands spreading. Humans felt courage and joy rising. You see, control is fragile. Laughter is not. Humor is power. Power is choice. One young boy stepped forward from the crowd, small but brave. He held her hand, and the glow spread to him. Humans around him feeling the same. Suddenly, the council realized their ship's scanners could not measure her power. Their weapons could not reach her fully. They had never faced anything like this. She bends reality in laughter. One whispered, fear and awe in the voice. The girl stopped at the center of the park, arms wide, spinning slowly, her glow brighter than ever. Humans, aliens, hear me, laugh, feel, live. Fear cannot rule, order cannot bind, surprise and humor are eternal. The council looked at each other, confusion and fear growing. Some wanted to retreat, some wanted to attack, but all knew. This girl was unlike any threat or ally they had ever faced, and the humans whispered among themselves, "She is not just funny, she is a force. She is a lesson. She is unstoppable." The girl tilted her head, looking at the city, the park, the humans, the alien council, and whispered softly, almost to herself, "The game begins. Laughter is my weapon. Courage is my shield. And now, the galaxy watches." The laughter that shook the galaxy. The park was no longer quiet. It was alive. Every human and alien watching, every heartbeat syncing with the girl's laughter. The council's ships hovered above, dark and imposing, their lights scanning. But nothing could measure her. Nothing could touch her fully. The strange girl stood in the center, small, glowing, confident. "Do you see? Fear is loud. Yes. But laughter is louder," she shouted, her voice carrying over the humans, over the streets, even the ships above. One of the council members raised a hand, speaking in a language humans could not understand, the words sharp, commanding. But the girl only laughed, spinning. In place. Commands? Weak. Gestures? Weak. Your fear? Weak. My laughter? Strong. The ground under her feet trembled slightly, small cracks forming, glowing faintly where she stepped. Humans gasped. She is changing the ground. The air. Look at the air, one whispered, and suddenly the ships shook, beams flickering, shields glitching. The council's eyes widened. Impossible! The child, the human allies! The girl jumped, higher than any human could, landing on top of the fountain. Water exploding around her, glowing with energy. "I do not fight with weapons. I fight with joy. With surprise. With courage. With laughter," she shouted, and the humans felt it. Their hearts lifting, courage filling their veins, a strange energy linking them to her, to each other. The council faltered, unsure how to act, their biggest weapons flickering and failing. She ran toward the largest ship. Small steps, fast, powerful, dodging beams, spinning, laughing. "You thought size would scare me? You thought numbers would break me? You were wrong, very wrong." She touched the ship lightly. Her hand glowing, and something impossible happened. Lights flickered, shields weakened, systems glitching, alarms sounding inside the ship. The council panicked. She is inside the ship. No, impossible." She jumped down, spinning, glowing brighter, laughter filling the park. "I am not inside. I am everywhere. In courage, in joy, in surprise, in laughter." Humans began to cheer, laughing, some crying, some pointing at the ships, the energy spreading, weakening the council's control. The alien leader shouted, "End her, now!" but no one could move. Humans and aliens alike frozen. The girl tilted her head. Do you see now? You cannot control the mind that dares to laugh. You cannot break the spirit that dares to smile. She touched the fountain, glowing, spreading outward like ripples. Energy flowing to humans, making them stand taller, stronger, fearless. The council tried to fire again, but the beams bent, twisted, redirecting back to their own ships. Some ships shaking, some retreating, confusion spreading. She is, the aliens whispered. Fear and awe filling their voices, she ran to the crowd, holding hands with children, women, men, the glow spreading from her to them. Humans, aliens, do not fear. Use courage. Use laughter. Stand now, the humans shouted, roaring with newfound strength, courage filling every heart. Some aliens hesitated, some stepped down, unsure, some began to watch in awe. The girls' laughter echoed, spinning, jumping, glowing, unstoppable. The council realized they had underestimated her. She is more than weapon, more than threat. She is force of life, one whispered. The largest ship shook violently, lights flickering, engines straining. The girl looked up, tilting her head, smiling. You see, power is not in fear, not in weapons, not in order. It is in life, in joy, in courage, in laughter. The humans cheered louder, now uniting, holding hands, glowing faintly, their spirits linked to the girl. The council shouted orders, but no one obeyed fully. Chaos spreading among their ranks, the girl jumped to the tallest fountain spout, glowing brighter than ever, spinning. I am not alone. I am all of you, humans, aliens, life itself, unstoppable, powerful, fearless, laughter, and courage will always win. A beam shot from one ship, aimed at her directly. She spun, glowing, laughing, energy bending around her. The beam bounced off, striking the ship instead, causing sparks. The humans gasped. She did it. She destroyed the weapon without touching it. The council faltered, retreating slightly, realizing defeat. The girl landed softly, arms wide, eyes sparkling, glowing, laughter echoing. Today, humans learned. Aliens learned. Fear is nothing. Courage is everything. Humor is strongest of all. And nothing can stop those who dare to live and laugh. The humans cheered, energy linking them to the girl. Alien. Watchers whispered among themselves. We underestimated. Never again. She is unstoppable. The girl smiled, tilting her head. And now, the galaxy watches and remembers laughter is power, joy is strength, and we are alive.